Hi, my name is Brad. I'm an air traffic controller at Salt Lake City. Welcome to AT Scheduler. For the past couple of years, I've been helping with scheduling at my facility, but every year the schedules have gotten more and more complex, and the crew rest rules have gotten complicated, and then you have the blackout dates for overtime. It's just taking more and more time to ensure that everyone is on the correct shift, that shift staffing requirements are being complied with. We've been using Google Sheets for a long time, but the formulas are getting really complicated. It's kind of getting out of hand. So with some new coding tools, we tried to build a software solution that provided some custom-made tools for air traffic control requirements and allow us to be flexible enough so that we can change things when employees leave or change shifts or things like that. I've been playing with this for the past couple months. We finally have a version that's stable. We wanted to share it with the NATCA family. It's in beta. There might be bugs that we haven't found, but it's free. If it helps your facility, awesome. Feel free to use it. If it doesn't work for you, no problem. Let me give you a quick rundown of how the site works and what features might benefit your facility. I'm going to rush through all the options. I'll dive deeper into how to set up your own facility information in a different video. So this is the schedule view at atscheduler.com. This is going to show your employees, their operating initials, and each day of the pay period. It's going to show crews. It's going to allow you to show their different bid lines. These ones are mid every week. These ones share a mid or do mid every other week, and so forth. We've got training shifts here depicted. Our facility doesn't assign the training shifts. Management does that. So these are in training. Shows your RDO, a blackout MOU date, so no OT can be assigned on those days. And you can show leave, you can show parental leave, bunch of different functions and features here. Overtime is shown in green. Crew rest violations are shown in red. Overtime over here is tabulated. You've got current overtime hours, and you've got total overtime hours, and then overtime hours previous to this shift. The next pay periods assignments are shown, and the previous pay periods assignments are shown. This is the first pay period of the bid year of 2026, so it's not showing anything here. Down at the bottom, it's going to, well, we have a TMU option. You can use that if your facility is using it. You can shut it off if you don't. It's going to show you the amount of overtime that's required, how many are assigned. It's going to show you each requirement for that day of the week and how many people are required on that shift and how many are staffed currently from above. Overstaffing is shown in green, understaffing shown in red. And the same thing exists for the TMU down here. There's a lot of options here. So you're going to set up, each employee is going to have their name, initials, the crew that they're on, the bid line that they've selected, whether they want to be considered for overtime first or not, whether they're waiving their overtime blackout dates, and whether they're in training or whether they're leaving the facility. For trainees, you can set a training end date so that they start showing for staffing after that date. A lot of different options here. For setup, you're going to set up your crews. You can name them whatever you want, but they generally groups that share the same RDOs. Your staffing requirements from management in your MOU is going to determine how many you want staffed on what hours, what bid lines you have, and what shifts individuals are able to work. If they select this bid line, what shifts are they able to work? These are swing shifts. These are 9-hour shifts. These are day shifts here, but you could also work that noon swing here. You're going to be on a mandatory 6 o'clock, 7-hour shift on your 4th day and the mid shift on your 5th day for this bid line here. So you set up the bid lines for each day and assign them to your employees. Each employee can set their blackout dates and whether they've waived the blackout date or not. You can also set OT preferences. We haven't set these up for this facility yet. And you can track overtime hours and how many overtime hours have been assigned. And you enter in the previous overtime hours if you'd like to from Web Scheduler, or just copy them over. The equity status counter helps you determine what shifts to assign and whether they're being distributed equitably. So some individuals are going to have more assignments on different shifts, but you can compare them. This is the total count, and then this is the percentage of shifts that were assigned on days that they were able to be assigned a shift. So if they're on leave, it's not going to count. If they're on parental leave, it's not going to count that. So your equitability doesn't get out of whack here. But you can compare equitability across the board with every employee against their crew and what shifts they're working on each day of their work week. A lot of different options here. So hopefully this is something that works for your facility and helps speed up the process. One of the things that we've tried to do here is to build kind of a beta scheduler that's going to do a lot of the easy stuff for you. So we're going to clear out the shifts on this pay period 4. We don't have much leave set up but for these employees here, but we're just going to hit generate schedule. And we're just going to run it all. And it's going to go through and do all these calculations for the entire pay period, comparing everything against their bid lines, the shift requirements, and it's going to make assignments here. And it's only going to assign the things that it's pretty confident about. If there's some judgment calls, it's going to leave them blank. It can even assign overtime based upon your overtime preferences and who wants overtime and things like that. And so you're going to see that there's still some shortages here. There's some shifts that need to be assigned. It assigns some things, but it's going to let you make some decisions on these if it's having some trouble figuring out what you want. So anyway, a lot of things to play with. If you want to use it just as a data tracker and not use the generator, that's fine, and you can totally do that. If you want to play with the generator and see what it generates for you, maybe your facilities schedules aren't as complicated and it can do it just fine. It might do the whole job for you. So anyway, that's a quick look at AT Scheduler. If it helps, that's great. Setting up an account is free. You can email me with any bugs you find and we'll see what we can do to fix them pretty quick. Have a great day. Bye.